Hello, Daniel. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Excellent. I love your picture. Is this your library or a bookstore or somebody else's?
I was in this library 3 months ago. It was in a little town in Limerick.
And where?
In Limerick, it's in Ireland. It's a little town.
Ireland. Okay. All right. Excellent. And so, Daniel, what country are you from?
Spain.
Spain. Awesome. Okay. Right. Well, it's nice to meet you. And my name is Holly, and
Okay, Holly.
yeah, and I'm actually from Idaho in the United States, where it is 1 p.m. here. So it's 9 p.m. where you're at, right?
Yeah. Well, I living in London, so it's
Uh,
8 o'clock.
okay, so 8. Okay. So you're living in London. Awesome. All right. And hello, Yomna. How are you today? It takes a little bit for her to.
Yes, I'm doing well. I'm doing well
Excellent.
today.
Yeah, it's
How
nice.
about you?
Very good. Thank you. It's nice to see you again. So
Nice to see you too.
is it really hot in Egypt right now?
What?
Is the
What
weather?
about Egypt?
Yeah, is it really hot right now? The weather?
Hard? Hard?
Hot. Hot.
Hot? No.
Yeah.
You're in winter now, yeah. And
Oh,
just yeah, it's cold, not hot. Yeah.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. In some
No
parts of the
problem.
world,
Don't worry.
some parts of the world it's still hot. So, all right. Hello, Monica. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
It's nice to see you. How's everything in Italy?
Oh, it's all right.
All right.
It was a good day, sunny day, so the weekend started good, you know.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. All right. Hello, Ale. How are you doing today? Ali, are you there? Daniel, could you mute your microphone because there's some noise that we're hearing. So, and Ali, can you hear?
Yes,
Oh, how are you today?
I'm fine, teacher. Thank you. And you?
I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, doing well. So remind me, you are from Italy, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Okay. And what is this picture? Is this a picture of?
Is a diving man?
Okay, it is a diver. I wasn't
Okay.
sure whether it was in the water or in the sky. So,
Yes. Uh, Same sky, but it is water.
uh-huh. Yeah, and because that's neat. So are you a diver?
No,
No.
no. But this picture, like it. I like it. This picture,
Uh-huh.
so I chose this for my profile.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. And I guess so for those of you guys who don't know me, let me show you my profile picture because that will um, show a little bit. Bear with me a moment. This is my profile picture right here. This is my when I was living in Finland. This was probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and my little dog. He was born in Hungary. He was raised in Finland, and now he lives in Idaho. And he's 11 years old. He's almost 12, and he's a senior dog. So, and he just had grandbabies, so he's now a grandpa. So that's a little about me. Hello, Roberto. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks.
Excellent. And remind me where you are from.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Okay. I was thinking it was over in the Americas, but I wasn't sure. So excellent. All right. Well, today's topic is on dress code. So I thought maybe we would talk a little bit about dress code. So let's start out with this one. The first question we have here is, what is your company's dress code like? Do you have a dress down day? So, Yomna, what is your company's dress code like? And also, if you guys are a student, just say what your school's dress code is like.
Yes, but in my companies there is no dress code. But yeah, I know that I know some companies and some schools who who have dress code. But mine no. But my company no. There's no dress code.
So no dress code.
You can what?
So there's no dress code at all.
Yes, yes, but in my company you can dress, you can wear anything, no problem. There's no problem.
So what do people normally wear?
Yes, normally wear maybe because because you go to work in a day, not in night, so you can dress jeans or shirts. Something casual, not classic classic clothes. Because we're in a day, and so no problem about that. Because the company that where I work is a company for courses for students, kids and adults. So there's no problem.
Awesome. That's great.
Anything.
That's great. So people would just wear whatever they want. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Roberto, how about in your company? Do you have a dress code, and do you also have a dress down day?
Yes, I have a dress code. I work in a bank, so I have to wear a suit, tie. But on Friday, I can wear anything we want.
Okay, so on Fridays it's anything. So you have the casual day on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember I worked at a bank when I was in graduate school, and I remember having a strict dress code, and they gave us T-shirts or like a type of T-shirt, a polo shirt to wear on Fridays with the bank logo and everything. And I remember sometimes I would come in to work because I was there part-time on Fridays, and I'd forget. So I'd be dressed up, and everybody else would be wearing polos. It's like, So, yeah, all right. Monica, how about you? What is your company's dress code like, and do you have a dress down day?
No, we don't have a dress code. We are free to wear whatever we want. Well, something nice or okay, it could be casual or whatever you want. I work in an office, by the way, and we are not required to wear a tie for a man or dress.
Or nylons for a woman. So what do you guys? Do people typically dress like? Is there any specific? Even though there's no code, does everybody wear whatever they want, and so everybody's completely different?
No, everybody is completely different. Everybody wears whatever they want, so we are not required to dress nothing particular, really.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. And Daniel, how about in your company? Your company. What is your company's dress code like, and do you have a dress down day?
Yes. Well, I arrived in London a few days ago. But
Oh, okay.
So I'm working in a restaurant right now. Yes, we have we dress a jeans. We wear a jeans, and the company provide me a t-shirt, a black t-shirt.
Okay.
And also an apron. So this is my dress.
So jeans and a black apron. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a jeans, a t-shirt, and a is it a casual a restaurant so far?
Yeah. Yes, it's as fast food, something like that, but we serve salads. So it's it's supposed to be healthy, something healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. All right. And Ale, how about what is your company's dress code like? Do you have a dress down day?
Yes, I have. I work for a big company in a store
Mm-hmm.
where we have a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have a polo shirt, yes, gray color,
Mm-hmm.
and pants, black pants, and safety shoes, because we work with big material.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know,
Yeah.
and for uh, our for our safety, we dress the particular shoes.
Mm-hmm. So they provide the shoes for you, or did they tell you what
Yes,
kind of
yes,
shoes?
yes, yes. They provide uniform,
Mm-hmm.
shoes, and also shoes for all us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. All right. Um, and see, and I have worked a lot of different jobs. The only time I've really had a strict dress code was when I worked at the bank that I was telling you guys about. But other than that, you'll have most of the companies I've worked for have basically just said, be neat and clean, you know, but nothing really all that strict. So, all right, let's go on. Keywords. Let's match the words and expressions on the left with their definitions on the right. So we have several different words. Hello, Sergio. How are you today?
Hello,
Nice to
how
see
are
you.
you?
Nice to see you. All right. So we have some different idioms here, different words. We have a thing of the past, dispense with something, which is a phrasal verb, heat wave, power dressing, trade union, and then the adjective tough, and then we have sore, and then we have convention. And so what I'd like to do, we'll do a quick matching of these words. Ale, could you read A and see if you can match that with one of these words? Read this side on the left side. Excuse me, on the right side. Ale?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I
So,
can, yeah.
sorry.
No worries.
A thing of the past,
Oh,
Sorry.
A on the other side,
Uh,
on the second column.
period of unusually hot weather.
Yeah, so a period of unusually hot weather. Okay, so what would that be over here on the right side, on the left side? Any idea?
I don't know.
I don't know. Does anybody have an idea what that would be?
Heat wave?
A heat wave, yes. That would be a heat wave. So a period of unusually hot weather would be called a heat wave. Excellent. All right. So a heat wave. All right. And Daniel, could you read letter B?
a traditional way of doing something or behaving.
Okay, what would that be, do you think?
I would say one.
One, that's, I would say, I think there's another one that is better. That's a traditional way of doing something or behaving.
I
So,
don't know.
okay, so, So yeah, so a traditional way of doing something or behaving. Anybody else have an idea?
Convention.
Hate.
Convention.
Yeah, convention, definitely. So if something is a convention, it's like another. It's kind of another word for tradition. Another word for traditions, similar to yeah, tradition or convention. There's convention has another meaning though, and that's when you meet like at trade shows or trade fairs. They also use the word convention. So you have several meanings for this word. Okay, thank you. All right, and Monica, could you read the next one?
Let's see. An organization that represents and protects workers in a particular industry and discusses their pay and working conditions with employers.
Yes, and what would that be?
Trade union.
A trade union, yes. Trade union. Awesome. And okay, next person. Roberto. Can you read the next
Difficult to do stuff.
Tough, yes. Difficult to do is tough. Perfect. Okay, and Sergio.
Okay.
Letter E.
Letter E. Something that does not exist or happen anymore. A thing on the past.
Yeah, so it's a thing of the past would be something that does not exist or happen anymore. So, can you guys think of any things that are a thing of the past? Maybe record players.
Yeah.
Record players are a thing of the past. Are cassette tapes, are those also a thing of the past?
Yes.
I think for most of us it is. I still have my cassettes, but I never use them anymore. So, all right, Ale, could you do number F, letter F?
To increase very quickly to a high level. 7, soar.
Soar, perfect. 7, soar. Okay, and we a lot of times with the word soar we'll talk about eagles. You know, eagles soar above everyone else. So, okay, and letter G, Daniel, could you read that one?
To stop using something because you don't need it anymore. Two.
Yes, dispense with something. Okay, and then all right, Monica, could you read the last one?
Wearing clothes that give the impression of confidence and efficiency. Power dressing.
Power dressing. Okay, so in some industries they require you to do power dressing. So Roberto, do they call your dress code power dressing at all?
Yes.
So that it gives the impression of the confidence and efficiency. Excellent. Yeah. All right. And Sergio, question for you, since you were not here for that. What is your company's dress code like? Do you have a dress down day?
Actually, we had like for conventions, for meetings. I mean, like a summit. But in general, we can use like a formal dress, but not really like suit, something like that, you know. Mm-hmm. But depends on the where you're going. Actually, if I have like a really important like with the top managers, the top directors, I think usually we have to dress like a suit, really formal.
Okay.
Dress up like that.
Okay, if you, yeah, so it depends on who you're working with. So with your when you're with the top, we would call sometimes we call that top management. You can also say this is a slang. We can say the brass, the top brass.
That's right.
It's one thing you can say. Then we of course have to dress more formally. So how about with your customers? Do you dress formally or informally or business casual or?
Again, it depends on the which
Customer.
customers. Yeah, maybe if like a big company where you have to, because it's like it's never happened to me, but I heard something like somebody else like went to the meeting and everyone was like power dressed, and just him was like, what's happening here?
So and he wasn't power dressing.
Yeah, my older boss, he always said something like, it's better to exaggerate than like you just I just mean I'm dressing like that, like a suit. I can take off and okay.
Exactly, it's better to overdress. Now, I've heard that there are some parts of the world, and I think in some of your countries, for example, in Brazil and Italy specifically, I've heard that people are really into making sure that you dress really well. Is that true, Monica? Is it true that people are really care about what clothes you have on and quality?
Yes, this is true. We care a lot about our dressing, but I think we don't. I don't know how to say. We don't wear a formal dress. Maybe we look at the design. We have Valentino, Dolce Gabbana. This sort of thing. So we care a lot about our imaging.
Okay. You
care
a lot about your
different from not related to work, I think.
So you care a lot about your image instead of imagine.
Yes.
Image. Okay. How about in Brazil? I've heard the same thing in Brazil as well. Roberto, is that true that in Brazil people you really have to wear high quality clothes?
I think not, because it's too expensive there. But I usually wear jeans and the polo t-shirt there.
Okay.
Now I came to London to work. And here I have to wear suit and tie every day.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I heard about Brazil from a colleague who from Finland who lived down in 3 different countries in South America, and she said compared to Finland, people were very conscious of their clothes and all dressed very, very nice. She was like, I had to buy new clothes. So,
but let me put something. I think this depends on where you live. Like in Brazil, actually, I'm living in Rio. And here, okay, depends on the job, but generally, people is more dress more comfortable. I mean, not really dress up, like really formal way. But in another hand, for example, in the south, the temperature is colder than here. Maybe in São Paulo, sometimes I can see like people more like but I got the point. You're not like just dress up because the temperature, but I'm really conscious. I'm aware about maybe concern about what other people can see and can thinking about my
appearance and also the quality of clothes. That everything the people look really nice. Where in some countries, in Finland, for example, they care, of course, but they don't care as much as in other countries. So, and the U.S., you know, we're all slobs over here. So, so how about the UK, Daniel? You've been there a few days. What is your impression of the way people dress?
Well, I live near the city and Canary Wharf. This area is the people are working in the business in a lot of banks, so it's very formal. They're dressing suits, so yes, it's very formal. The area where I'm living. Yeah.
Okay, so so that's interesting. Is it like that in Spain where you're from, or do you find it different than?
In Madrid, it's slightly different because well, it's as Sergio said, it's depend on the contest. For example, the people who works in the bands, they're dressing suits, but the people it's casual. They dress jeans and shirts and jumpers, but it's not very formal.
Okay, excellent. All right, let's go on. What we're going to do is we are going to read an article on changing workplace dress codes in British companies. Let's decide whether the following statements are true or false, and then check your answers by reading the text. Yeah, Sergio, I agree. People living in New York City probably are a lot more formal than people who are living in, I wouldn't say Florida, I would say probably Iowa or Ohio. Yeah. So, okay, let's go ahead and what I'd like you guys to do is we're going to guess the answers, whether these are true or false, and then we will read the article and then see if we were right. Ale, could you read number 1 and tell us what you think?
Business dress codes are becoming more relaxed.
Okay. What do you think? What's your guess? False? Okay, that's your guess?
Because I think that casual dress is more relaxed than business dress with I don't know what it means in English, the various parts of the business dress, but I think that is more relaxed. Is more relaxed the casual dress.
Okay. So, Daniel, what do you think? Do you think that's true or false? What's your guess?
The number 1.
Yes.
I think it's true because I think people used to wear more formal in the past. So yes, it could be possible. I think it's true.
Okay. And Monica, what is your opinion? True or false?
I think it's true because it's less important to be dressed in a formal way nowadays.
Okay. Roberto, what do you think?
I don't know, teacher. I think it depends the company.
So it depends on the company. Okay.
Yeah.
And the industry, as the industry. So we'll put a question mark for your answer. So, Sergio, what's your answer? What do you think? True or false?
Become more relaxed. I think here in Brazil, in Rio, yes, it's true.
It's true. Okay. It's true. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Daniel, could you read that one?
Employees who dress more formally are more productive.
Okay. And Ale, what do you think? Is that true or false? What is your guess?
I don't think this is correct. For me, it's false because the productive side is another question respect the dress that the people the people.
Okay, so basically clothing probably does not have anything to do with how productive a person will be. Okay. Daniel, what do you think?
I think the same. So I would say false because.
False. Okay. And Monica, what is your opinion?
Yes, it's false for me either.
Okay.
The same reason.
Okay. And Roberto, what is your guess?
It's false too. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it shouldn't make a difference at all. Okay, and Sergio, what is your guess?
I think, like everyone said until now, that to dress is not. There's no relation to be productive. But I'm just wondering about something I read. Like you should dress, like you are thinking like get a promotion or something like that, or even get a job, new job. You don't have to dress like your position, but the position you wanna maybe
dress like like the position you want, not the position you have.
And yes, I agree. I just make this.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Next one, Monica. Can you read this one? And number 3.
Wearing a tie made a stronger impression in the past.
Okay, Ale, what do you think? Is that true or false?
It's false because a lot of people dress wearing a tie also in casual situation in normal life. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Daniel. What do you think? True or false?
I think it's true because in the past, if you could afford a tie, you can make a stronger impression. So because everybody didn't buy a tie because so I think true.
Okay. All right, Monica. What is your guess?
I think it's true. Tie is not used anymore like in the past.
Okay. All right, and Roberto, what do you think?
It's false. I think when I wear a tie, I think I'm like a poor dress.
You think you're what? More dressed?
Power dress.
Poorly dressed.
No, power dress.
Power dress, yeah. So a tie is still considered a part of power dressing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And Sergio.
What if I made a strong impression in the past? I don't know why, but I think still for who dress wear a tie is.
Okay, so
can
you think
can be a strong impression.
Okay, so you think it isn't stronger than in the past; it's about the same. So okay, all right. The next one, Roberto, would you read this one out loud?
Employers ignore trade union advice on dress code.
Okay, and Ale, what do you think?
I think it's false. So in my company there are a lot of rules about this, and it's more important respect this rule about our dress code.
Okay, thank you. And Daniel, what do you think?
I don't know what to think, so so I can't choose.
Okay, so you're not sure. So basically, employers, the companies do not listen to the trade unions, and so okay, Monica, what do you think? True or false?
Well, actually, I don't know. I guess that if it is mandatory to dress some type of coat, employers should wear it. I don't know.
Okay, so we'll put a question mark. Everybody gets one question mark. So, Roberto, what do you think?
I don't know either.
Oh, so you get two? Two question marks? Okay. So Sergio, what is your guess?
I think this is false. I don't know. This is there's a rule we have to follow. Why you wanna know?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. It's I don't know whether it's false or true. We'll have to read the article and see. So okay. So Sergio, could you read the last one?
Okay. The environment is responsible for the change in workplace dress codes.
So what do you think? Ale, what do you think? True or false?
For environment means cultural life, cultural. I don't know. I don't. False. I don't know. I don't know.
You just your guess is false. Okay, but you're not sure why. Okay, Daniel, what is your guess?
I think it could be true because if you see your coworkers are dressing very well, you can be influenced for that aspect. So it could be, yeah, I would say true.
Okay, Monica, what do you think?
Yes, I think it's true either. Maybe because we tend to follow the other colleagues and adapt ourselves to the environment.
Okay, so I think it's true. Instead of I think it's true either, you would say I think it's true as well.
As well.
You know, because we follow what our colleagues do. So, all right. Roberto, what do you think? Is that true or false?
I think it's true as well.
Okay, excellent. You guys are listening, yay! So Sergio, what do you think? Is it true or false?
For me, this is really true as well.
Okay.
That's the question, you know, I think this face the first, because here is like, okay, there's a rule, but if everybody there is like dressing differently, why am I gonna follow the rule?
Yeah, I think that's why, like I asked Monica and then Yeoman when she was in class, you know, Monica, you don't have a dress code, and so I was wondering if people still dress very similar, because do people follow, you know, what people are dressing?
In a certain way, yes. Well, we don't dress. I don't.
Yeah.
If everyone else is dressing nice and clean and neat and clean, as you said before, I don't go with I don't know, sport clothes or gym shoes or something like that. We tend to adapt in a certain way to the other style.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I personally think that you should let adults be adults and say, you know, just be neat and clean and be professional, and you know, and let people decide. That's my personal opinion about dress codes. But with kids, you have to be a little bit different. But okay, firms find it pays to relax dress code. So let's go ahead and read this. What we'll be doing is we'll be practicing pronunciation, of course, looking for new words, and also finding the answers to these true and false questions. So, Sergio, could you read number 1?
Okay, number 1. Dress down Fridays are fast become a thing of the past, as employers increasingly allow staff to dispense with very formal business clothes every day on the week. Employees in some companies, especially during the present heat wave, are being allowed to turn up to work in shorts and sandals.
Wow. Okay. So the only I would say, as far as pronunciation, there's the only thing that I noticed was you said become instead of becoming, but I think that was just a slip of the tongue, and so it wasn't that big. Becoming. Yeah, becoming. So, all right. Number 2, Roberto, could you read this one?
4 out of 5 companies found that a more relaxed attitude increased productivity. In a survey of 560 organizations, the employment law firm Peninsula found 9 out of 10 firms had a no-tie policy as a part of a more informal dress code. Dylan Jones, editor of the men's lifestyle magazine GQ, said that ties were achieving a new level of importance because they were worn less often.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. One thing, as far as your pronunciation goes, there was a couple words that you kind of didn't say the ending. So what you're doing, Roberto, is you're swallowing the ending. So like this, instead of this word right here, instead of productivity, what you're saying is productive. You went productive, but you didn't say the last part. And this one as well, you said 506, but you didn't say the 6T. 506 is what you said.
Okay.
So just be careful about trying to pronounce all the sounds. So, hello, we have Mohammed. Welcome. And then also, what is your name? Alexander, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, where are you from? Hi, how are you doing? Where are you from, Alexander?
I'm from Russia, and I'm pretty fine. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. And Mohammed, are you able to speak? Okay, Mohammed's having problems. He'll be here later. Okay, so Alexander, we're reading an article on dress code. So, and Monica, can you read number 3?
It hasn't been regarded as such a symptom of power dressing for some time. When you wear one now, it really shows that you are serious.
Okay. Okay, and number 4, Daniel, can you read that one?
Brendan Barber, General Secretary of Britain National Trade Union Centre, the TUC, said it was good to see that during the heat wave, employers were listening to the advice of the TU Good Work campaign. He said that it was tough working in uncomfortably hot offices, shops, and factories, but it was made worse if bosses insisted that their staff remained suited and booted, as the temperatures showed.
So, if the staff remained suited and booted.
Suited and booted.
Okay. All right. One thing as far as your pronunciation, Daniel, that I noticed, it was interesting because the first line you read it, you tried to read it really fast, and it wasn't with the slight accent that you have, it would have made it more difficult to understand for other people. But then what happened is when you got to about right here, you slowed down the way you were reading. You slowed down your pace, and then it became much easier to understand. So when you have, this is for everybody, when you have an accent, if you slow down the speech just slightly, it's easier for native speakers to understand. If you're trying to speak as fast as a native speaker because you think it will sound more fluent, what happens is the accent kind of brings it down. So try not to speak as fast and when you have an accent and slow it down a little bit. And that's kind of what you did naturally. It was interesting because at first it was very, very quick and you were missing sounds. But at the end it got very easy, much easier to hear, and you were pronouncing everything correctly. So, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Alexander, could you read number 5?
Number 5, of course, sure. He added, a little summer dressing down and a temporary relaxing of workplace dress codes will really benefit those employees who realize that cool, comfortable workplaces are good for productivity and for their employees.
Okay, so this word right here, realize, what you did when is you missed the S part. You kind of swallowed that part. So you employers who realize that cool, comfortable workplaces are good, and so if we were just listening and not reading along, we would not have understood this word. So be sure to pronounce the ending,
Realize.
Which is very realize, yeah, which is really common for people to miss the S for some reason. All right, number 6. Ale, could you read this one?
Yes. Peter Dawn, managing director of Peninsula, said all conventions were being challenged. The popularity of dress-down days and relaxed attitudes to dress codes has soared in recent years. The traditional standards of work clothes are becoming more relaxed, as we have seen during the recent heat wave.
Okay, all right, and remember, and this is for several of you have done the same thing. When you have the past tense ed, like we've got challenge, we've got sword, relaxed. Those all of those we do not have an ed. We do not say relaxed. We do not say soared. We do not say challenged.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now, there are past tense eds that you do say ed, and it has to do with the word that comes in front of it. For example, the word trade. If we made that into past tense, we would say traded. And the reason for that is in pronunciation, a T or a D plus ed equals the ed sound. Okay, so traded. However, these words, dressed, challenged, soared, relaxed, those are basically, it's basically, most all the other words, it's plus ed equals a D sound. So the E is silent. That's most.
Okay.
I'm going to say most. Now, the other one that we haven't actually run into is the P and the B plus ed. That actually equals a T sound. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If there's a P or a B and a then that would be. So let's see if I can think of a word. I can't think of a word for this one. So let's go. The last paragraph, I'll read this. Traditional conventions are being challenged and are constantly changing to meet the demands of the growing global environment. Okay, now are there any words or phrases in this reading that you guys do not know? Everybody fine?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go back and let's check our answers here. Okay. Now after having read this, let's see what our answers were are for this one. So the first one, business dress codes are becoming more relaxed. Almost everybody said true. And the answer for that is true. The next one, employees who dress more formally are more productive. And everybody unanimously said that was false, and so did the article. Wearing a tie made a stronger impression in the past. and the answer for that also is false. It basically if you wear a tie nowadays, it makes you more serious. People think, okay, this person is serious. And the next one, employers ignore trade union advice on dress. The answer for that is false as well. So everybody who attempted that answer got it right. And then finally the last one. The environment is responsible for the change in workplace dress code, and the last one is false. So, Ale, you were the only one that got that one right. so, okay, let's go on. Bear with me a moment. So let's look at some of the phrases in the text. Let's match the words in the left and right columns. To form phrases from the text. We have a relaxed, an informal, uncomfortably, a comfortable, traditional, and the global. We have attitude, conventions, dress code, environment, hot, and workplace. Sergio, can you match one of these?
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone, yeah.
Okay. I could say traditional as a convention.
It actually forms a phrase. So traditional and conventions actually mean the same thing, but what we're doing is we're trying to form a phrase. So.
Phrase. Oh, okay. A relaxed dress code.
Actually, a relaxed dress code would work. So that would work. There's another one though. Does anybody know what the other one would be? A relaxed
workplace.
Workplace.
Yeah.
Relaxed.
Environment.
That works. But there's another one. The other one is a relaxed attitude. So. Since our parents were in the workplace has had a more relaxed attitude about clothing, for example. Okay, so and Roberto, can you do the next one?
An informal environment.
So an informal environment. It's funny because a lot of these are working. I know that they have actually gone for a specific one. So an informal environment. Yeah, I'll let that work, but that's not the one that this text is asking for. There's two others that I see. Can anybody else guess what that would be?
Dress code and attitude.
Informal. I was thinking a workplace. So they did pretty bad with an informal attitude and an informal workplace. So the workplace, this one, the last one that I do is the actual real answer. So informal workplace and a relaxed attitude. Okay. Uncomfortably. So Monica, can you try that one? See if we can only have one. there is only one.
Uncomfortably. Dress code.
No, that doesn't work at all. There's only one that will work on this one.
Yeah.
Hot.
Hot. Uncomfortably hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then a comfortable. Alexander. No, Daniel. Can you try that one? Daniel. A comfortable.
Environment.
Yes, that one will work. There's another one that will work too.
Workplace.
Yes. A comfortable workplace and a comfortable environment. Traditional. Alexander, you want to try that one?
The traditional conventions.
No, traditional and conventions mean the same thing.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, so they wouldn't work in a phrase together. Traditional.
Okay, then
I guess. Wait.
The traditional dress code.
traditional dress code, yeah, and traditional convention does work together. I don't like it. So, I just that doesn't sound like something I would ever say. Traditional conventions, really? So, but it does work. Okay, number 6. Alec, you do this last one.
Global with environment. I don't know.
Okay, the global environment. Actually, that does work. So, and yeah, it's not letting me type it in, but that's okay. So the global environment. Okay, now it is. Now it's letting me type it in more than once. Okay, so let's go on to the last part. We just got a few minutes left. We're going to skip the grammar. I know you guys are upset about that, skipping grammar. Last one. Do you agree with the attitude? Okay. Come on now. Be good to me, computer. Okay. Do you agree with the attitude with the article that a more relaxed dress code increases productivity? What are the general attitudes work dress code in your country? So, Alexander, what do you think?
I would say that that is true, because when you're wearing like you want, you can work more productively, because you feel more comfortable in these special clothes, and because you like it, you don't feel any worries about something. So I definitely agree with this. I definitely agree with this.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to quickly go through a common mistake that you made, Alexander, that a lot of people make, and that's with the pronunciation of this word.
Clothes.
Yeah, there's clothes, or like you said that really good. That's British English. There's 2 pronunciations. American English, we pronounce it like this: clothes. We don't even actually pronounce the th. The British they pronounce it clothes, without the s, without the e, and when we make it plural, it's still clothes. So we do not we don't say clothes. So a lot of people try to say clothes to pronounce the e. But if you're speaking American English, or you prefer this one where you don't have to deal with the th, you just say clothes. And then if you want to be consistent, like Daniel, you're living in the UK, so you want to speak the UK English, then you need to pronounce the th. Close. Close. I personally find this easier, the first one easier, but I am American, so that's, I guess, my excuse. So that's just one thing as far as pronunciation. It looks like we are out of time right now. I do want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you learned some words and phrases, and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and see you later. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.